Okay, in this video we're going to do the Taiji Qigong. This is a great supplement to your internal practice, whether you're doing Taiji, Xingyi, or Bagua. It's not actually Taiji, it just shares the same name. It runs 3 times through the sequence. The first time I'm going to describe the movements of the body. The second time I'm going to describe the breathing, which is fairly simple, in and out obviously, but when you're going to do that. And then the third time through, I'll give you the names of the movements as far as I can remember them. So begin with your feet, hips width apart. You're going to do a series of sinking down and rising up. Generally speaking, when you sink down, you're breathing in. When you're rising up, you're breathing out. But I'll do that the second time. I'll go through the breathing. But as you sink down, don't sink down so far that you put strain on your knees. Make sure you're not going too low. And then as you rise up, you're going to do a slight tuck of the pelvis a little bit more, so you're closing this middle gate a little bit as you come up into the position. So it's a slight roll up. It's not just straight up and down with the spine. There's a little bit of a roll, but don't overdo it. Okay, so here we go. First time through. We're going to, as we sink, the arms are going to raise up to the sides with the palm down. As we rise up, you're going to push the hands out with the palms leading. Sink down, we're going to bring one hand over the other. Doesn't really matter which one. As you rise up, you're going to bring the lower hand up to the upper hand. Palms are down. Sinking down, we're going to bring the hands in and cross them in front. And then rising up, bring the hands back to the starting position. We'll sink down, raise the hands up like you're embracing a ball. In fact, that's the name. As you rise up, open the hands up, palms are facing upward. Sink down, drop the elbows a little bit and bring the hands in gentle, loose fists to the shoulders. And rise up, opening the hands up again. Sink down, bring the hands in fists again. Now you're going to rise up. If you can do it, lift your heels slightly off the floor as you raise your fists toward the ceiling. Drop down a little bit if you can. Don't let your heels touch here, but if you have to, it's okay. Turn your hands upward and press up again. One more with your heels not quite touching, palms down. As you come up, cross one hand over the other. Sink down, let the heels touch the floor now, and cross the hands in front. Rise up, extending the hands forward with the palms down, one hand over the other. Again, we're going to cross the hands in front as we sink. Rise up, returning the hands to neutral. Shift your weight to one leg, bringing the hands in front of the dantian, cupping together, and turn a 45-degree angle. Don't shift into that turned leg, just keep your weight in the leg that stayed straight. And turn back forward, shift to the other leg, and turn out 45 degrees. Turn back. I'm going to do this next one. There's 3 bows here. I'm going to do it 3 different ways. The full way is all the way down as far as you can bend. Then bend your knees, tuck your pelvis underneath, and raise up on the legs. That's the advanced way. You can do a half bow. Here's another option. You just bow a little bit. You don't go all the way to the floor. You bend your knees just a little bit, and you tuck under, but there's still a bit of a bow there. And the third way is if you're not comfortable bowing at all, just a slight sink of the knee, roll the hands down and up. You can do either of those 3 ways. On the third one, you bring your hands to crossing, and then you're here, and then you come up as you split one hand up, one hand down. Cross the hands, and then you reverse that. Doesn't really matter which one goes up first. And then cross the hands as you sink, raise up, returning the hands to neutral. And then the final move, the hands come up as you sink down, and then the hands drop down as you rise up. Okay, the second time, I'm just going to talk about the breathing now. Just in and out, basically. So breathing in and out, in out, in, 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 out. Birds play. Bird swoops to the earth. Crossing hands. Return to Wuti. Embrace the earth. Open arms wide. Stand and look angry. Open arms wide. Stand and look angry. Punching the ceiling. Pressing the heavens. Embrace the moon. Crossing hands. Green dragon extends its claws. Crossing hands. Return to Wuti. Look left. Look right. Three big bows. Crossing hands. Pressing heaven and earth. Crossing hands. Pressing heaven and earth. Crossing hands. Return to Wuti. Spring flowers. Autumn rain.